Welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at the top 10 cryptocurrencies by market cap. We're going to start with Bitcoin number 1, followed by Ethereum, XRP, BNB, Solana, Dogecoin, and then we'll end it with Cardano at number 9. Let's get straight into it. Bitcoin against USD. Here we are for Bitcoin. So we have been anticipating Bitcoin to form a left shoulder, head, and a right shoulder, and a potential collapse back towards the downside. How much lower could we go? I think we're going to hit the support over here at around 74,000, which will be a decimation of a lot of coins in crypto. So I think it's safe to say that it will be wise to keep some cash just in case the drop comes. So you want to buy good projects cheap. So but anyway, Bitcoin, we're expecting a correction. Whether if we drop to 74,000 or not remains to be seen. The first area of support I'm expecting will be at around 80,000. And then after that, there should be a bounce. So we'll see how it goes. But for Bitcoin, we're expecting more downside, right? If we were to go up to the higher time frames, like the weekly, you will see that this is a shooting star. If you go up to the monthly, there was a shooting star over here that formed in December. And after that, we had a higher high, but eventually, I still think we're gonna correct. So we might just drop to 80,000. And then after that, we could consolidate and continue higher, potentially, right? But as it stands, I still think that this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that is very near to being in completion. If we were to go back to history, right? Were there any signs that things were kind of coming back down? Yeah, eventually you will see head and shoulders, right? Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Even this whole thing is the left shoulder, head, right shoulder, right? So you're gonna see this as well as a potential head and shoulders, but this is tiny compared to this head and shoulders, which is mega, right? This could be a head and shoulders of many head and shoulders. This could be a nested head and shoulders. What I mean by that is over here, head and shoulders, yes. Here, head and shoulders, yes. Of a much larger head and shoulders. But I still think that eventually we'll see some sort of a reversal. But the only question now is, what's the timeline of the fall? Is this gonna stretch out over several months? Is it gonna stretch out only for 1 year and then next year things start recovering back up? Again, we're not too sure ourselves, so we're gonna have to take things one step at a time because this is just a very small head and shoulders. It's a very small one, so it's not gonna be much though. Again, my expectation is around 74, and then there should be some sort of a bounce, right? This whole thing might become a descending triangle eventually, but again, we don't have that information yet. For now, we only have the information of this potentially turning into a head and shoulders as we drop towards 80 and then potentially 74. Ethereum against BTC. Here we are for Ethereum. Ethereum is dropping lower, so you keep seeing lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. This is, again, downwards trend. We're very close to take out this cluster of cells. There are 2 more cluster of cells over here at 0.02. I suspect that we're probably heading down towards 0.02. Potentially, right? Potentially. I still don't see the reversal yet. It will be great though if Ethereum reverses from here, but again, yeah, just not much for us to work with. Ethereum against USD. I still think that it's also going to form a head and shoulders, just like all the other coins. I still think that the head and shoulders is coming on for Ethereum, right? A right shoulder will not be going past the skinny pink line. And after that, that's it. We drop lower. How much lower? We're going to clear these clusters of cells. So my expectation is for Ethereum to drop to 1,360, around that area. And that is when we sell the farm, right? 1,360. And then, yeah, again, this will be where very likely I'll be making entries. So again, just like, before we, okay, in BNB, right, I did mention that I'll probably be making entries at 300. So we will talk about it later when we go to BNB. So this is where Ethereum is. I think there's a right shoulder coming on. And I think this right shoulder is going to be Ethereum's fall towards 1,003, 1,360, roughly like that. We might find support at sub 1,003 though. Yeah, 1,003. So my expectation is for all these classes of cells to be taken out. So keep some cash handy. Next will be XRP. XRP is number 3. So XRP against BTC. Here we are for XRP. XRP is still feeling pretty bullish. Still don't see it yet. But again, if we were to see this from a bearish perspective and we cut across the wicks, this whole thing could be the left shoulder hit, and I think the right shoulder is in the cuts for XRP against BTC. And this right shoulder should be a potential drop for XRP to clear the clusters of cells over here, potentially, right? So I would not recommend going long for XRP at this point of time. Against USD, XRP is still looking pretty good. We kind of like what we see on the higher time frames. If you move up to the, let's say, weekly, you will see that XRP is still in a very big accumulation, and we have clear targets towards the upside. Wow, it's tilting that we're on the way towards $6.10. There's actually another target, but we'll get to it once we get a bullish continuation chart pattern. We'll probably get it over here. So the expectation for XRP is to head down to clear all these clusters of cells at around 125 here. We're probably going to head towards 125. So again, we'll be wise to keep some cash handy just in case things really do drop down here, and then hey, we could consider making entries. I suspect that once we hit the skinny pink line, which is going to tie in very well with the 125 level, there could be a reversal coming back on, right? As XRP completes a potential bullish continuation over here towards $6, right? Again, we still need to see the chart pattern occur. I still suspect that we're going to clear these clusters of cells eventually. BNB. Okay, so for BNB against BDC, we are... I don't know, this looks like a mountain here. We could be getting another mountain, and the mountain we could be getting a very, very, very bearish sharp pattern, and then we could be heading much lower. We might go past this noisy area over here, heading towards this one instead. Right, this will bring us towards 0.003. Potentially, if we get a bearish continuation chart pattern. If the preceding trend is bearish, the subsequent trend will more likely than not be bearish as well. So again, it's just not looking good. So stay safe. BNB against USD. So BNB had a rally. It was hey, that's great. Anyway, for BNB over here, you can go back to my videos in January 2024. I did mention that we have made moves at around $300, right? I think I mentioned it several times in January. So this was 43 days of making an entry. You let's say you're busy during the weekday. During the weekend, you can do it. 43 days means it's more than 8 weekends. It could be 10 weekends. So again, you could have made an entry over here, $300. It went all the way up to 700. Right now, we're almost at 700 again. Could BNB be, collapsing lower past the skinny pink line eventually? Sure, of course. And if we do fall, I suspect that 300 is going to be a very strong support level as BNB consolidates and continue higher. So normally, this is just how BNB behaves. It goes sideways for some time, and then it breaks out. Even if it were to drop lower, right, look for that sideways move for BNB. And then it goes higher. Right, wherever it is, usually it will consolidate and accumulate for several months, years even. This was like May 2022. The breakout came February 2024, roughly 2 years. So there could be another accumulation, consolidation phase for BNB. So watch out for that. If we do drop, great. This will be an opportunity to invest into the world's largest and most best exchange, in my opinion. One of the best. Is the second best. The best is actually Bitfinex. So one of the best exchanges, which is Binance. Anyway, moving on will be Solana against BTC. Sol against BTC is dropping lower. It's already under the skinny pink line. Solana is not looking well in the short term. Why? Because we're anticipating Solana to form a wave C. This whole thing, more likely than not, is going to be a very, very high quality ABCDE. And in long term, Solana is very likely to do well. In the long term will be like 2026 and 26, 27. Yeah, there should be a nice long rally to come on for Solana against BTC. I think Solana will do well eventually. Against USD, yeah, it feels to me like we're about to complete the right shoulder. So for Solana, we have a target fresh out of the oven at 132. We're expecting it to fall through the skinny pink line, slice through towards 132. Then we'll probably get a bounce, which will probably look like a right shoulder. and then pump, we continue lower. So it's not really looking that good. We were anticipating Solana to rise up just a little bit, right, towards 0.5 or potentially 0.618. It still could, so we're gonna have to wait and see how it goes. But the moment we slice through the skinny pink line, that's it, 132. More likely than not, 132. And then again, just pull up a Fibonacci retracement. Very likely 0.5 and 0.618 are levels that you will find strong support. So this will bring us towards potentially, yeah, 30 bucks. So 181 to 30 bucks is a big fall. So be very careful, right? We might just stop at 50 though. So we'll see how it goes first though. We'll see how it goes. Once we complete a higher quality bearish chart pattern, right? We'll probably be able to get targets for Solana. So for now, it's $132. Be very careful about going long. Short, yes. Long, not a good idea. Not in my opinion. Dogecoin against BTC. Dogecoin BTC is looking pretty not too good actually. We've touched the skinny pink line. So more likely than not, another wave towards the downside. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very likely there will be a 5. Feels to me like a 5. Reason being, this is a higher high. Not good. It's not good. Right. Look at this higher high. Continuation. More likely than not, a continuation towards the downside. More likely than not. So be very careful about rushing into anything for Dogecoin against USD right at the skinny pink line. So yeah, there's a high chance that it could drop under. Although technically we're still above it, and we're still in a bullish trend, right? But yeah, again, I will preach caution when it comes to Dogecoin. ADA against BTC. What's up, Charles? ADA is again, we still don't have any confirmation yet whether if this is going to be the bottom of a C. ABC, right? DE, pump, breakout, right? We'll probably have to wait until the chart pattern is like 90% complete, and then we'll have a much clearer picture of how ADA is going to look like against BTC in terms of its chart pattern, right? Again, just a gentle reminder that ADA BTC more likely than not will do very well against BTC if it can hold the lows over here and here as well, because this is a lower high and a higher low, so it's a squeeze. Basically, it's a squeeze. It's like an arrow that's being pulled back. Once it's released, bam! ADA is just gonna go bananas. So yeah, that's my expectation for ADA. It's probably gonna do pretty good against Bitcoin when the time comes. ADA against USD is not too good on the charts. For ADA USD, we've touched the skinny pink line. Yes, there's a huge daily headwind over here. Again, it's not much for us to work with. But I feel like the party for ADA is on the BTC pair, not the USD pair. This reminds me of Chainlink. Way back when Chainlink was rising, right? The party was on the BTC pair, because on the BTC pair, there were clear chart patterns. Very clear chart patterns, right? Squeeze ABCDE, inverse head and shoulders over here, right? It just kept going higher and higher. All the bullish continuation chart patterns just kept popping up, right? Ascending, you can hold these ascending, and ABCDE as well. Squeezes here and there, right? Again, the moment we cross the skinny pink line, that's it. We'll talk about Chainlink when the time comes. But for ADA, yeah, this is what I feel like ADA is, doing on the BTC pair. I feel like the party is on the BTC pair rather than on the USD pair. But for now, it's not looking too good. So stay safe. Alright, boys and girls. Hope you guys have a great week ahead of you. See you in the next one. Ta-ta!